Let me show you on this video how to connect Jotform appointments to thousands of apps using Zapier. So follow me to my desktop right now. Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to Jotform. On this video, I'm going to show you how to integrate Jotform with Zapier. That way you can send over your appointment information to Zapier and connect it to thousands of applications. The sky is the limit with this integration because there's so many applications here in Zapier that you can connect to that you can take full advantage of the thousands of applications. So let's get started. This is my main workspace and I'm going to show you with a demo form. So let's go ahead and select this simple job application form. Now be aware that I already have an appointment element here. The reason for this is because we want to send the appointment data to Zapier. Okay. Now to integrate, let's go into settings, and in settings, I'm going to go to integrations, and in integrations, I am going to search for Zapier. Let's go ahead and select Zapier from here, and there's thousands of available applications that you can connect to. Now you'll be able to view here Zapier templates that are popular to connect Jotform with other applications in Zapier. So Zapier is going to act as the bridge. Now these are popular integrations. It doesn't mean that these are the only apps that you can integrate with. The full list will be available on the Zapier page. So let me go ahead and show you how to make a connection right here to send over the appointment data to thousands of applications. All right. So let's go and create a brand new Zap here. Let's go ahead and select Zap. And this is going to open up the Zapier builder. Now I can use Copilot in case you don't know how to get started. This is a super easy way to use Zapier too. But in this case, I'm going to do this manually. So the trigger is going to be a brand new submission from Jotform. So let's go ahead and search for Jotform. Let's go ahead and select it here. And we need to integrate with Jotform. Next thing we need to do is set the trigger with a new signed document or a new submission. In this case, it's going to be a new submission. Then I'm going to select my Jotform account. If you haven't connected previously with Jotform and Zapier, you will need to integrate first and you'll have available accounts to select right here. Once we do that, let's go ahead and continue. Let's go ahead and select the form that we want to use for this purpose. And in this case, we are using this form, the simple job application form. So let's go ahead and type in here, simple, and I'm going to select it. Let's go ahead and continue. And this is going to test the trigger. So you will need to have a submission made so it has details to base upon the integration. So you will have submissions available here. In this case, let me go ahead and select it. And I need to see if the details are correct. So submission ID, form ID, the created ad. So that was today. And I have the appointment details here. So those should be available right here. Answers, appointment, and here's the appointment. These are the details that we want to send over to other applications using Zapier. So we're good to go. See, submission is fine. Let's continue selected record. Now, what do I want to integrate with? There's over 7,000 applications, plus the flexibility to use API and webhooks to connect to applications that are not available here. Let me go ahead and show you with a simple use case so you get an idea how to use this. For example, what if I want to send over the appointment data to my Google Docs? I need to create a brand new document each time that an appointment is made. So let's use Google Docs here. The action will be to create a document. In this case, I'm going to use create document from text. Here we go. The account. Again, you will have to integrate Zapier with Google in this case because that's the application that it's going to send over the data to. Let's go ahead and continue. And here we go. The document name. In this case, the document name is going to be from the fields, and I'm going to make this unique. So I'm going to use the submission ID / and I'm also going to use the full name. Here it is. Okay. Then the document content. In this case, we want to send over the appointment data. So let's click on the plus button. Here we go. And I'm going to send over, here's some suggestions that I'm getting from Copilot, which I think is fine. So full name. Yes. Email address, the appointment details, the position applied, and the answer number. Okay. Now inside of the builder here, I am going to make this a bit better since everything is just all clunked up together. Here we go. And I am going to add a bit of text of my own for the appointment. So that's right here. And I'm going to say appointment at this date. Here we go. And for the name, it's going to be name. So I can structure how the document is going to be created with more details. Okay. Then the drive, in this case, I'm going to select my drive. Here we go. Folder root is fine just for testing purposes. Go ahead and select the folder that you want to send over the files to for the appointment, in this case, to create a document. And let's go ahead and continue. Here we go. Let's test the step, and the document has now been created. Let's go into Google Docs and it's right here. So it's the submission ID with the name right here. In this case, we have demo text available, and here it is. Here's the type in details that I put, the name, the email, the appointment at this date, and here's the appointment details. So that's just an easy use case, for example, to create a document when an appointment is made. Now, can we do more things? Yes, you can even continue this flow to make more connections to those thousands of apps available to send the appointment data to. For example, what if you want to create a Google Meet? Well, that is possible too by doing the integration right here. For example, let's go ahead and choose Meet. Here it is. There we go. We are going to set the action date. So schedule a meeting, the account, in this case, the account I've already connected to. Here we go, making the connection, allowing access. Here we go, let's continue. There we go. The account is now selected. Let's go ahead and continue. And now for the calendar, I'm going to select the calendar in my Google account, which is this one. The summary for the calendar, in this case, I'm going to use the full name from the submission. Okay, so here we go. That is going to be the summary for this. And the description, I'm going to add details like the name. Here we go. I'm going to use the full name. Let's add the answer apply, some other details like their birthday. And I'm also going to add the appointment details right here. Then we have the start and end time for the appointment. In this case, I'm going to use from the appointment details right here. Here it is. I'm going to select it. Now the end date time, let me go ahead and select the same field for this purpose, but I can use the available options here in Zapier to add 1 hour to this. So it's just an idea of how you can use this. And the attendee email, which is going to be the email from the submission. So here it is. And let's go ahead and continue. Let's go ahead and test the step. And here we go. It is now integrated. It now created a Google Meet with this option. And again, I can go ahead and continue the flow to connect to thousands of applications available here on Zapier. So taking full advantage of the appointment data that you grabbed from Jotform is super practical right here with this integration. So integrating Jotform with Zapier as a bridge to send over the appointment data to thousands of applications is totally possible using Zapier. So what are you waiting for? Sign up right now for Jotform, start building your forms, and integrate with Zapier to connect to thousands of applications. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that little bell notification to get notified when new videos come out. And that's a wrap.